Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra. This happens, you know, more so than you would think, and you know, for the sake of being more open with my audience, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and go with this intro. Blame it on the fact that I took a day off yesterday, and I'm coming back already rusty. So yeah, I needed to you know, refresh a little bit, as we've been going at it with the daily uploads for a little bit over a month now, and you know, I don't want to stop anytime soon, but sometimes it's good to, you know, take a bit of a breather, as you know, uploading videos really, it's a great job, but sometimes, you know, you may run a little bit out of gas, and you be like, okay, let's take a bit of a break and let's recharge and let's get back to brewing and all that good stuff. And I'm happy I took that day off, because now I am full on refreshed to play my boy YASUO. You know, I love me some YASUO. You know, I will never ever stop trying to make YASUO viable and failing every single time. As today, we're gonna be showcasing YASUO in more of his natural shell alongside Noxus, because of the new card released with the expansion, Strategic Execution, a 4-mana slow speed spell that says stun 2 enemies or spend 6 mana to summon a Legion General. This is actually one of the cards that I was most excited about from the expansion. Unfortunately, what really happened is that Legion Deserter became a thing. And whenever I look at Strategic Execution and I try to build a deck around it, I get a little bit sad, because I think about how easy it is to just build up a Legion Deserter, and how it just like completely outclasses Legion General in every shape and form. English. And it's just a little bit disheartening. You know, I do think, I'm not sure if they were aware of the synergy that the Mist has with Legion Deserter, but yeah, it'd be nice if we had Overwhelm on this dude as well. I would not be against a buff to Legion General, giving him Overwhelm. I think the meta and the way, you know, the card pool has progressed, I don't think that would be too strong by any means, and I'd be all for it personally, you know, in my opinion, to be honest, just saying. Nonetheless, we do have tools to actually make use of the Fearsome, as we are running stun cards, right? So if we resort to Legion General in the late game, we can combine our stuns to try to open the path for the General to finish off the game. We also have nice tricks like Might, you know, cheeky Overwhelm right here that can be used onto Legion General or one of our beefed up Feyblade Twirlers to push for game. We got a one-off of Spirit's Refuge, and we have a mid-range stun deck that has a lot of one-offs, as you can see here, but I like going you know, one-off mode when it comes to YASUO, because there's a lot of cards that I want to run into a YASUO deck. So this time I gave myself you know, more room to kind of just like turn the deck into a more of like a toolbox sort of mid-range list, as we have a one-off of Gruesome Theater, which is pretty flexible and can be very good, especially with a YASUO on the board offensively. A one-off of Nopify to protect our YASUO from certain removals, especially since we are in a Disintegrate Ravenous Flock meta. We need to be able to interact with those cheap spells with a cheap disruption ourselves. A one-off of Steel Tempest for more aggressive mid-range matchups. And then we have a one-off of Might, like I mentioned, a one-off of Thorns of the Rose, which is kind of like a 4th Arachnoid Sentry in a way, and a one-off of Spirit's Refuge. All these cards provide quite a bit of utility to the deck, but it's not cards that I necessarily want to draw multiple copies of. That's like kind of like my, you know, my go-to explanation for why I play one-off cards in a 40-card deck. You know, it does actually make sense, believe it or not. So, yeah, we got YASUO, and the champions split. I worked around several different, and I really ended up going with this one. I'm very happy with Katarina. I just don't want to go triple Katarina almost ever, because her synergy with her signature spell is pretty much atrocious, non-existent, right? It's just not a good signature spell to have, so drawing multiple Katarinas can definitely become a liability, but there are games in which one of them may go down, and I don't mind drawing 2, right? So I decided to go with triple YASUO, because he's the champion that we're building around, 2 Katarinas, and then a one-off of Ahri. What Ahri can do in this deck is basically she can reshuffle my my stun units, my spell slingers and my arachnoid sentries, potentially even Thorn of the Rose as well. I can bring them back to my hand and get to reuse the stun while working for a level up for Ahri. Can actually set up some nice combos, especially in conjunction with something like Might. I can actually use her as a late game threat as well, and she does work really neatly with Katarina, as they as she benefits from her constant recalling, and her recalling units as well contributes towards our ability to beef up Legion General, because Legion General is not just about stunning, it's about recalling as well. So we have a stun recall mid-range list, actually, not really stun. We're going halfway on both, as it also helps us level up YASUO, and I'm really happy with you know, the distributions that we ended up with. We got a couple of copies of Deny because we're Ionia, and when I say no to stuff, it's very important if you're an Ionian to say no. A couple of copies of Concussive Palm as well for fast speed stun. A full set of Twin Disciplines because we need that strong discipline to protect ourselves against all sorts of nasty removal. Again, very you know, very nasty meta in that sense when it comes to, like, people have access to really, like, Noxus right now is just pretty nuts, right? And it's hard to dodge all these pings and all these just cheap sources of damage. So Twin Disciplines is definitely very, very, very important in this environment. And of course the Mourn, to mourn our opponents as we are about to obliterate them. It's very important. Empathy is a good trait. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. Sign in for late game card draw so that we don't run out of gas. And I've been talking about this deck for like 6 minutes, just going over every card basically. But I think I explained it pretty well. When it comes to the mulligans, generally always keep YASUO in your hand. You also want to be keeping Katarina and of course the Feyblade Twirlers. Depending on the matchup, House Spider can be good support as well to deal with more aggressive openings. Mourn is definitely a card that you want to be keeping at least the one off as well for the mass majority of the time. Auri is actually not a keep a lot of times in the opener because you actually do resort to her later because she doesn't necessarily play well on curve in this deck, if you can tell. So she's not as vital, right? And mostly try to adjust to the matchups. Like if you're facing a control deck, then you do want to keep the denies, even in the open hand. And generally mulligan away something like Silent because you don't really want to resort to that so early on. And that's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoy today's Hasaki gameplay. I'm here with a very original, you know, pun in the deck then. And I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Regular City YASUO, baby. As we face Twisted Fate Nami. But the regular edition, not the new Shadow Elves variant that we're seeing around a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and do a full mulligan here. Even though Might could be pretty good in this match, I'm gonna try to see if I can aim for my champions so I can control the board better. Seeing YASUO makes me very, very pleased.
Nature does not mourn.
I will. I'm gonna go with the mourned.
I will mourn you.
I'm gonna mourn them, which weirdly enough allows me to progress YASUO's level up. Boom Baboon is annoying, but
don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
I'll take the hit from it. Because I got healing here with the refuge, and now I can develop the Mourn again with Twin Disciplines backup as well.
Hide for a moment, run forever.
I like having these stuns here.
The forest strikes.
As a Twisted Fate Nami deck, you generally want to be carrying over the spell mana. So I'm kind of surprised to see the Boom Baboon go down anyways.
Here's our chance.
So we get some good damage. Okay, they're still... I want to keep the 2 spell mana for Twin Disciplines. Just in case something weird happens. I don't expect to be able to remove my YASUO. That's fine.
Blue as the serpentine.
I doubt, I mean, leveling up to Fate is not hard to do with this.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
But with YASUO, I'll be able to try, at least I'll try to immediately kill it next
All or
round.
nothing.
That's interesting.
I alone decide my fate.
Cheeky try. Cheeky try.
I live for those who do not.
I want to see if they go for a get excited here. Because I will deny that. Drawing another YASUO is great. Yeah, that's the thing with Tutsufe with PNZ. Like, you can get really nutty with it. Okay, they're just going wide. That's beautiful because I can start clearing up this board. That's fantastic.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Fang's turn.
I'm actually gonna kill the O2 because, and I'm gonna play Stealth Slinger over Arachnoid Sentry because I don't mind trading a 1-1 into a 3-1. It's a lot of damage. You're gonna need some mourning. Get mourned! Yeah! Alright, we're recording. Just making sure. Alright. Ari is here, halfway there to leveling up as
I
well.
won't let my home be swallowed by darkness.
Yeah, this has been a disaster for Nami this game. Like they just haven't curved out. Like they've spent a lot of mana instead of. But I mean, we have applied pressure, right? I really want to kill Nami, but I can't do that without them attacking first.
Hide for a moment, run forever.
I'm gonna mourn them.
I carry you.
Oh boy.
I am Tidecaller. I will drive back the darkness.
Well, never mind. The power of brilliance. Okay, so we're gonna be using this and this, which. All right.
Ride the surging tide.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
Rise with the surf.
I'm gonna go for the Steel Tempest first,
Underestimate. I
which
dare.
allows me to clear that, and now I level up.
I follow only one path.
My Slicing planets. That's how we do. And now I can actually Arachnoid Sentry this huge threat away.
Here's our chance.
And now we're going in. Gonna attack with you first to return Fangs here.
Some things never dull.
We're going for a huge hit. You gotta trade, brother. Okay, well, now they don't get to trade, brother. I definitely have to try to heal here. Maybe YASUO is the safest way to do it, because it gives me lifesteal. What the hell? He's going face with that. Wait, what?
Too slow.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Big misplay. Big misplay. He should have zapped my Ari.
The bite doesn't hurt. Venom sure does. Get him.
Get him.
Here's our chance.
now we heal thanks to that. We were vulnerable there, but they got really greedy with that mystic shot. We have no stuns though, unfortunately. No stuns.
My people are counting on me.
No stuns. That's scary.
I'm always up for a round or two. Something for a moment. Looks like trouble.
Search force.
Is it fear that stills your mind?
Big blade for a little warrior.
We got the deny back up. We got the deny, and we gotta go in. Going for it now. All right.
2 steps into moonlight.
This is it. This is, we either kill him this turn. That's why I'm not even going for value with the House Spider with Ari. I'm going full on lethal. I'm making sure that I represent lethal on all these different angles.
You're bluffing.
Ari gives us that, even if they do the answer Ari or this 2/2, we still lethal here. Like, we got lethal on many different. Like, this open attack is just glorious, especially with the deny backup. Like, what's worrisome is the Twist of Fate level up, but I just don't think they can. I mean, you never say never, but hey, there we go. Oh, that was a grind, bro. Oh, nice.
Remember this moment.
I'll remember. Alright, some good old Demacia mid-range. That's what you like to see as YASUO. Let's drop the Might. I like the Ravenous Flock considering we have Katarina in hand. And more stuns is always good to see. Alright. This sparkles with me. Very nice.
Think you're fast?
Cute. One of the tilting things if you're facing Bard Demacia
Every work demands a piece of ourselves.
is for them to have a turn 2 Broadwing that got buffed by a chime.
A little reinforcement at the seams.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Get him.
Underestimate. I dare you.
I live for those who do not.
Let the bloodshed begin.
They could consider strike us here.
For the glory of Demacia!
Oh, wow. I'll take it.
I will mourn you. Break the silence.
That's pretty clutch.
Who's got the upper hand?
No one gets in my way.
Let's Clear the Broadway. And now, whenever Poppy tries to come down, like, we'll just stun her immediately. I can also potentially combine Sentry with Spellslinger, but I'd like to set up the Feyblade Twirler. I wanna spread out and develop my threats here.
Slight adjustment.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
That's a bit better.
Not happening though. I could just do a I mean, being able to clear that is important. But I like the ability to just open attack next round.
A little puncture and a lot of pain. Fang's turn.
Here's our chance.
Fall to our standard.
It's fine. We can take the.
What do you think, Fang?
I think actually blocking to this is nice.
Stings.
Nature does not mourn.
It does progress the level up for Jarvan, but they've only done one.
The force strikes.
Defend our banner.
Not a great block for them. Great for us if it just goes like this.
Do not waver.
Could they have a barrier? Alright, we take it.
Now we've got the upper hand.
A little reinforcement at the seams.
I live for those who do not.
A slight adjustment.
No going.
Now we go in.
Must reach the camp.
Okay, so this is an elite. They could have another one in hand.
Break the silence.
Only fools hesitate.
Need repairs?
We're going in.
Make way!
At this point, we do a little bit more damage as we ping here. We preserve the Morn. Yasuo into Yasuo means Steel Tempest. We could see a Jarvan go down this round.
You're covered.
Not. Okay.
Now we've got the upper hand.
Honor guide me.
I will follow this path until the end.
Yasuo's the way to go because even if they do have a rally, they can't kill him.
Wind, but watch your back.
The 5/5 stat line is really important here. It saves me from a rally effect. If they have a concerted strike, so be it. I just play another Yasuo. Alright. Double Yasuo. I can always set up an Arachnoid Sentry here. I can always go for a double attack as well. It just doesn't...
I face my fate. Your turn.
This sets up a stronger attack. Knock out that bird because it's a 4-3. Doesn't trade to 3-2, and we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
One step closer to redemption.
I haven't seen Aphelios Noxus in a minute, but I'm in the opinion that I never think I never thought, English, that this deck stopped being good for some reason. Like it's still pretty decent. It runs House Spider, I would assume. So Thorns of the Rose, not really a great matchup for you. We're gonna drop Strategic Execution for now as well. We're gonna keep the Morn and Katarina. See if we can find some more substance like Fey Blade Twirler, YASUO.
I live for those who do not.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
There it is.
I will mourn you.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Let's mourn them and start working for our level ups. Alright, double Katarina.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
For 5 mana, they can't really do that much. I mean, they could develop the Meteor Shower. On the other hand, Katarina open attacking, I think is more important. Just for the level up.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I'm gonna bluff to Ravenous block and attack with those for damage. I really wouldn't have been happy blocking there.
They're afraid. They should be.
In a matchup like this, we definitely open attack. Arachnoid Sentry is very likely. There's a lot of tools that can punish us. And we want to get that level up with Katarina, because we have 2. So if one of them goes down, we have the other one at our disposal.
Violence solves
Everything!
We were peaceful once.
I like the idea of just being a little bit aggressive here.
No going.
There it is.
This might hurt.
Pick on someone your own speed.
Back, heretic.
Flock? No flock. Alright. Alright, that makes this interesting. Ooh, that's a good draw. Let's, let's allow that.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
I still want to play around the Meteor Shower. Like, I have a feeling they have a Meteor Shower with that Solari Priestess, so if I drop this, I give him an excellent Meteor Shower. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ooh.
Only fools hesitate.
Hold still!
Now who's got the upper hand?
Let the bloodshed begin.
I knew it! I knew it, baby! Oh god, I'm good. I just gotta say it. Oh my god. I knew they had it. And I made it so awkward for them.
Hide for a moment.
Run forever. I mean, I just want to Blade's Edge here. Because I don't want them to be able to set up a free like an Aphelios here. So I'm gonna take away their only blocker, and it's just like, okay, hey, you want to play like this makes it so that they cannot develop Aphelios this turn. They have to do something to stop my Feyblade Turtle from killing them. We have Twin Disciplines here to protect.
The forest strikes.
Like, this is lethal. They have to hush here or something. Scorched Earth. Oh, not what I was thinking. That kind of sucks. Even Ari's about to level up, alright.
Nature does not mourn. I will. I live for those who do not.
What are they waiting for here?
Never.
Never playing fair. Alright.
Break the silence.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
Hide for a moment. Run forever.
It's pink face.
It's just a nick.
As we represent lethal here. Just don't give him an elusive one. That works.
Blast him.
We take the hit. Overthinking it. I didn't really need to resort to sign in there. I had all the tools to win with the deny and the twin disciplines. So, I mean, Hush was a thing. Mono-Shurima. We have no landmark removal here. So that could be an issue. But we do got YASUO. The one and only. We're going to drop the Might. I don't think we need Ari in this scenario right now. Because we have Feyblade Twirler. But Ari is always good to have in case we draw into some stuns that we can recycle. That's a good draw. Let's get Feyblade Twirler in before Rock Copper can ruin our day.
Think you're fast? Cute.
The oasis of the dawn flows again.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
If it's made of sand, I can ride it.
Hide for a moment. Run forever.
We're gonna play around the Roiling Sands by developing the Morn, which we'll recall anyways, and then we're gonna try to play Katarina with twin disciplines in the back and the ping to kill this. I feel pretty good about this attack.
I will rip the power from the desert.
Let the bloodshed begin. I will mourn you. You disrupt our peace.
Out of my way. Now who's got the upper hand?
Ha! They'll never know what kills.
Can't steer.
Alright. Premature if you ask me, but because they don't get a good hit off on it of it. This is a point where we may just want to develop our Feyblade Twirlers.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Nature does not mourn. I will.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
We share the will of his fortunes. The forest strikes.
It's gonna hit this thing.
Break the silence.
Pick on some of your own speed.
The forest surrounds us.
You are not welcome. I dare you. No going back.
The desert, by my side.
They're afraid. They should be. You disrupt our peace.
Keep your distance.
Now who's got the upper hand? Walk away.
Let's Blade's Edge here to remove the spell shield.
I have risen and weakened Shurima. Do not see what is, see what will be.
We need to strategic execution because we need to do our best to kill Sereth without developing anything on the board to trigger these rolling sands. They have 2 mana left. They've already played 2 ancient hourglasses.
Quick hands make quick work.
Which means we can do this. Knock out Sereth before it levels up, and they get to flip the Buried Sun Disc.
Watch your head.
Your Emperor commands.
Honestly, at this point, we take the head, right? Because there's so much, like, Ari can do so much here.
Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ari.
The others seem to
The others, which is so... Okay, so let's hope that they don't top deck a Sereth here. That would really suck. Ooh, that might! Oh, that might! Oh, might!
I will mourn you.
Find your own.
That works. I got him, baby! Let's go! That was clutch!
remember this moment.
That was so clutch.